Just going to go through the training that I do with new team members, and then stop me when you have questions.
Okay.
So this is Youngevity's website, youngevity.com. And then here you see, now can you see everything? Can you read?
Yep.
Okay, great. And you can see my cursor moving?
Yep.
Okay, fantastic. So click on opportunity, and then from there, and if definitely you want to, check everything out here for more details. But here
Okay.
we go to uni level compensation. And then when you get a chance, you can watch the compensation plan webinar and print out the compensation plan at a glance.
Right.
And we'll go back and forth, but this is what it looks like, and I'll explain this whole thing to you in a sec. So this SCMD, Senior Executive Marketing Director, is the first level that really anyone coming into the business is looking to achieve. This is considered
Right.
I tell people it's the hardest thing to achieve because you've got a learning curve, you're just getting going. But once you qualify as Senior Executive Marketing Director, then all you need to do, I mean, once you've gotten here, you've learned the ropes, then you just need to help others get to this point. So it does take a minimum of this structure, but you need 5,400 group volume in the first three levels, and the third level isn't shown here. So this is level one. They consider this level one. You are considered level zero. This is
Right.
level one. This is level two, and then there's a third level for qualifying volume. Now every single square here is a distributor. In Youngevity, we have there's
Yeah.
two distributorship levels. There's the $10 level and the CEO level. I really recommend all serious business builders join at the CEO level because it unlocks all 10 levels of commission. I'll go over that in a sec. But if they can't afford to be a CEO, which is $499, then they start at the $10 one-time fee, $10 level, and then they can work their business to the point where the business pays for their CEO. I'll show you
Yeah.
that in a sec. So all these squares are distributors, so $10 members or CEO members, not preferred customers. I really recommend no one enroll a preferred customer, that everyone enroll at
Yeah.
least $10, because even if people say, well, I'm not really interested in the business, I just want my health back, I guarantee you 2 months of being on the supplements, you feel so good, you can't not share it with your friends and family. And so a lot of
Right.
people, they're not interested in becoming a business builder, but they do have at least three friends or three family members that they would love to help gain their health back. And so having them be a $10 member allows them to get their supplements for free with the Healthy Body Challenge. We'll go over that in a sec. Or gain some commission so that they can get some of their products for free. Now, to go up the ranks, and our goal is to get to the top rank, you to get to the top rank, obviously, and then show your whole team how to get there. You just need to make more SCMDs. And so we're going to
Right.
go down here. So here's the second major rank, Vice Presidential Marketing Director. And now the SCMD leg, it doesn't have to be in the front line. It can be anyone. They just, for simplification, they showed as three SCMD branches, but it could be this person right here became an SCMD, and that person, and then this person became an SCMD, or someone 10
Oh,
levels
that's so
down
cool.
could be yeah, exactly. So
Okay, so
it
it doesn't have to be a personally enrolled frontline
nope,
person.
nope.
Okay.
So yeah, it can be anyone. It doesn't have to be personally enrolled, just as long as someone in each branch
Just a
maintains
different lane.
SCMD, you
Right.
get VPMD. Now you also need to have
Very good.
by the time you get here, honestly, there's after you get SCMD, you really don't have to worry about group volume, because group volume pretty much shoots up after that. But the hardest part is when people are first starting out to get to the 5,400, because it's going to take about 20 to
Right.
30 people in the first three levels to get
Yeah.
here. Okay, so then the car bonus goes up.
And
By
what
the
kind
way,
of,
oh, sorry.
I was going to say on the initial SMD promotion, what kind of timeline do you give people as far as a goal? I mean, do you say we can do this in 60 days, 30 days, 90 days? What?
So I've seen people do it in 18 days. I've seen people do it in 5 years.
Okay.
It's yeah, like I just
Okay.
know a guy who just hit it, and he's been doing it for 4 years. I have a woman who is about to hit it, and she's been doing it for 2 years. It took us a few months to get it, but we weren't really serious about the business. It really just depends on their level of drive. But yeah, I've seen a lot of people get it. People who have drive get there easily in 3 months. And this is like part-time. That once you get to SCMD, you've kind of learned the bells and whistles and the ropes and everything it takes. So they just have to duplicate yourself. But yeah, I would say, if you have a really super part-time person, but who has passion and drive, tell them 3 to 6 months.
Okay.
And just so that they can set goals and push themselves. If someone's doing this absolutely full time, then tell them, 1 to 3 months. But really, I don't like giving people timed goals that are too lofty, because then it'll demotivate them.
Yeah, you don't want to
But yeah, for the first 6 months, if they're building this seriously, they should definitely be to SCMD by then.
Okay, perfect.
What I see, and this, I guess, I don't know how it is with GoFoods. I mean, GoFoods is something that you taste it, you love it, you want, it's so quick and easy to share. So I can definitely see it being so powerful. With supplements, some people notice a feeling within 1 week. Some people take a whole month to go, wow, my arthritis is feeling better. Wow, my blood sugar is normal. So it's something that you have to prepare for. You enroll people, and you tell them. I always plant the seed. So I tell people, listen, you're going to come back to me in 3 weeks telling me that you're starting to have better sleep. You're starting to have more energy. Your body's starting to rebuild itself, your immune system building up, and all the complaints that they had about their health are starting to feel better. But that healing itself, it takes time. So they're not necessarily going to turn around in 24 hours and start signing people up. But what I expect, and I plant the seed, that they're going to come back to me in less than a month, and they're going to want to tell their sister and their best friend and tell a few people in their life. And so in the first month is sort of them really getting a personal story around it. And then in month 2, they're signing people up. This is just average. Some people take off and some people take several months. But my experience is the first month people are really getting on it. The second month they're going gangbusters and telling all their friends, and their friends get on it. And then the friends take a month to start feeling better. And then the 4th month, their friends are signing people up. So it snowballs. But when it snowballs hard. So it takes time. And that's why I tell people, just know that the first 6 months is you really building a foundation. And then it's going to snowball as people come back with these major testimonials of fantastic, health results.
And we've just seen it over and over to where it's predictable.
Yeah, so that's why I said but now with GoFoods, we'll be able to, it's a total game changer. So, we'll be able to get people faster in because of the food, and then introduce them to the supplements, and then they're really seeing health results. So so here's Vice Presidential Marketing Director, and then 5 SCMD legs as Presidential. And then only one more to get to chairman, and then the top rank is 9 across, is senior vice chairman. And so this is, right now it's the top rank in the company. As more people achieve it, I'm sure they'll create another rank to achieve. So this is the 10 different ways to get paid, most of them, and I'll show all of them in a sec. So these ranks right here, junior independent, and regional marketing director and executive marketing director, I don't consider these like real business builders. I mean, junior is just one, and they could be, they're on their way to SCMD, but I'll quickly explain what this is. So these are important roles to play in qualifying, because here you need a minimum of 3 junior independent marketing directors to make 1 RMD, and you need 3 RMDs to make 1 SCMD. So I'll go over that in a sec. So junior is ordering a minimum of 50 qualifying volume to 99 qualifying volume. That's less than a healthy start pack. So that's going to be, $60 to $100 worth of the supplements, give or take.
But it does qualify them for free shipping.
It does qualify them for the auto ship, which is free shipping. But they don't qualify for the quick start bonus commission of 30% in the first 30 days. So if you know anyone who signs up and orders less than 100 qualifying volume, and then they go out and sign people up, you want to encourage them in that calendar month to order just a little bit more so they can qualify, because anyone who's signing people up should be ordering a minimum of 100 volume or a minimum of 1 healthy start pack, so they qualify for the maximum amount of commission.
And if they're short, or if they're on budget, you have them pay attention to the Wednesday double or triple QV days, because they can really, they can come up with that 100 QV for, less than $30.
Yeah.
So
Right.
every
That's true.
Wednesday on Facebook, yeah, definitely encourage your group to follow Youngevity on Facebook, because every Wednesday we have a double or triple QV qualifying volume Wednesday, where there'll be an item or two or three that are double or triple QV, and so people who are really on a tight budget but are building the business can order on Wednesdays. Now they have to pay shipping. It won't be on auto ship, but it'll really save them to qualify.
And
So
that's every Wednesday?
that's every Wednesday on Facebook only.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, companies have different definitions of qualifying volume or business volume. And then I guess what I want to know is, I understand what the qualifying volume is on this screen related to, $100 or 100 QV may be $140, right?
100 qualifying volume is more like $118. But
Okay.
yeah, it's not dollar for dollar. But like one healthy start pack is 100. One healthy start pack 2.0 is $118, and it's 110 QV.
Okay, that's actually
Cool.
a pretty good ratio. Now, for qualification purposes, like for SEMD, I've heard different things from different people. Is qualification based on QV, or is it based on dollars?
It's based on QV. It's never based on dollars.
Okay, good to
Yeah.
know.
Some people might call, like, I don't. Some people might say, oh yeah, you only need $5,400. That's not the case. It is group qualifying
it's
volume.
QV.
It is QV. It's always QV. Nothing's
when
nothing's
we
ever
came in-
measured in dollars, and nothing's ever measured in business volume. There's three numbers. There's money, which is how much people pay for the stuff. There's qualifying volume, which is what qualifies you for your rank and your commission. And there's business volume, or they call it just volume. And that is you never need to know what business volume is. The only reason
Okay.
why is that's how they calculate your commissions. So you don't have to like be consciously
Okay.
aware of business volume, but you can look at your
Right.
business volume and sort of go, okay, I'm getting 8% or I'm getting 30% of that. When most of the time you're going to enroll people either as a CEO, which in the first 30 days, so a CEO mega pack, which I recommend everyone buy the mega pack 2.0. It's $499. It comes with about $530 worth of our most popular supplements. And what I say is, it has 2 healthy start packs so that you and your family can start taking the supplements. And it comes with 150 full-size samples of our most popular supplements. So you can immediately start sampling people. I recommend that you sample 3 of one. So for example, the pollen burst. Give someone, if you're going to sample someone, give them 3 and tell them, drink 2 today and 1 tomorrow, and then we're going to talk tomorrow night, because you're going to have so much energy, you're going to love it. So,
Right.
giving one sample isn't enough. I mean, maybe it's enough with food because people take one bite and they go, oh my gosh, I want this. But with supplements, we want to sample something that they feel an immediate result. Like
I sample the feeling, not the flavor.
you're sampling the feeling that they get. So I wouldn't sample glucogel. There's no way someone can feel glucogel,
Yeah.
but they can feel rebound, pollen burst, and CM cream. Those are the 3 most popular to sample. CM cream. You've been using CM cream, right, on all your aches and pains from the accident? And how
Yep.
does it feel? Are you noticing a difference?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
it's people with arthritis love it. I have a woman who has needed a knee replacement. She was on 4 Advil 4 times a day. She is now on no pain meds, and she's just taking the Healthy Start Pack and the CM cream. She's not even taking glucogel because she's kosher, so she decides not to take it. So just with that alone, she's not in any pain. So there's that is a huge positive thing to sample. I recommend that everyone have CM cream with them, because if you're out and about and you run into someone in pain, you just give them, like, you can get these little sample sticks, what you would use for cosmetics. Yeah. Carry a little Ziploc bag of that, or Q-tips, and just tell them, take a pea-sized amount and rub it where it hurts. And I've had martial artists, like, in a restaurant, hey, try this. And in less than 2 minutes, they're like, oh my gosh, can I have that jar? I was in pain and now I'm not. So you gotta go, no, you need your own. And the CM cream is not, it's not designed to support the body in healing itself. It is a medicine. It's not just a woo-woo cream. It's a medicine where it's a medicine derived from EFAs that decrease inflammation and pain, while the body's fixing from the inside. So we want to make sure they're getting the supplements in them and using the cream on the outside so they can stop taking pain meds and they can start feeling better. But yeah, it's a good thing to sample because then it convinces people, wow, I'm getting a difference. And then you go, yeah, the quality of this is the same as everything else, and you're going to help you, get support and promote your body's ability to fix itself from the inside out.
And it would be a similar effect.
Yeah, you'd just be like, yeah, and see how good this feels. Wait until you get the supplements in you. So, so what I recommend is everyone start, if it fits in their budget, everyone start at the CEO Megapack 2.0 level. In the first 30 days, or I should say the first calendar month, because we do it month to month. So the first calendar month, it gives them 500 qualifying volume. Now, some people are building their organizations just with CEO packs. And so imagine if each person in this thing had 500 volume, all they would need is the minimum structure to get to SCMD. But next month, everyone would have to
sell 12
they'd
more
have to
in
sell
order-
12 more just to, to build up the volume. So it's not necessarily sustainable to get everyone to join as a CEO and get the minimum.
Right.
But every month, if they're doing that and everyone's participating, then they can quickly get to SCMD. So they get 500 qualifying volume, and then they get the 150 full-size samples plus the 2 Healthy Start packs, plus they get a training kit, and it unlocks, see everything down here, the CEO qualified. So it unlocks 5 more levels of commission. I'll explain that. So once they get to SCMD, and you notice here, this is the residual. Once you get to SCMD, it goes to infinity. So you can have, 50 levels, 100 levels deep, and you're being paid to infinity once you get to SCMD. So you want to encourage all business builders to at least get to SCMD. Now, as a CEO, you get a car bonus, which it's more like an allowance. It just is added onto your check. You don't have to spend it on a car. You can spend it on groceries or on GoFoods. Or on your auto ship. But it's basically, they call it a car bonus. Or you could say you spend it on gas or spend it on your car. $300 a month. It goes all the way up to $1,000 a month as you gain in rank. Now, to qualify for your car bonus, you have to be a minimum of CEO qualified, plus you need to have a minimum of 12 personally enrolled that are qualifying in that month as IMD, meaning they're ordering. So you have personally enrolled 12 people that are ordering a minimum of 100 volume. So some people might get to SCMD, but they've only enrolled 10. So now you've got to just encourage them to get, 15 or 20, because maybe 1 or 2 people don't order 1 month. They don't want to lose out $300 because 2 people aren't on auto ship. But we always recommend that everyone go on auto ship. Auto ship is what's going to be the lifeblood of your business. It's what's going to sustain this commission and make in every.
It guarantees your
residual because people love the supplements so much. We have very low rate of attrition. I mean, just people stay on auto ship. And what I like to say is, when I enroll people, I get them on auto ship right away. I mean, if they say no, that's absolutely fine. But I tell them, the supplements are dosed based on body weight per month. So there's no more guessing. It's taken all the guessing work out. So you know exactly when you're going to run out of each supplement. And so we dose it specifically for body weights each month. Then, and your order comes every month. Then you're never running out, and you know exactly what you want. And you can cancel your auto ship at any time. You have no obligation to have it. You can edit it. You can change the date. You just have to call customer service to change the date, but you can edit it. You can add to it or take away from it. But just by having auto ship, it gives you free shipping, and that's 8%. And that really adds up. That's 8% of their order.
That's a great incentive.
Absolutely.
That and the 30-day money back are your 2 biggest tools.
Yeah, 30-day money back guarantee and free shipping with auto ship.
Empty bottle.
And do you have any friends or family in Canada?
Yes.
I do. Many.
Auto ship is free and in Canada with no brokerage fees.
Wow. That's very cool.
Back to SCMD. So this is the residual. So let me just explain a commission that's not on here, which is called the Quick Start bonus. I think this is going to be something that your whole team's going to really want to know about, because Fast Start and Quick Start. So just here we are at Youngevity.com. Click on opportunity. Click down on Fast Start. Fast Start and Quick Start. So Fast Start is every time you enroll a CEO, you get $100. You don't even have to be a CEO. You could be a $10 member. You sign up as long as you have a. This is when I say commissions, I mean that everyone's a minimum of ordering one Healthy Start pack a month or like 100 QV. So this is just assuming that everyone's qualifying themselves by ordering 100 qualifying volume or more.
Okay.
Anyone who signs up as CEO as a distributor gets $100 right off the bat. And so someone could just, if they can't afford their own CEO pack, they can sign up CEOs, use that money towards buying their own CEO.
Right.
A quick start bonus is 30% of your commissions in the first 30 days, up to 750 volume. So some people order $1,200 worth of product. And so you're going to get $225 right off the bat. That's the quick start bonus. And if someone orders, goes crazy, orders, $5,000 worth of product, then after 250 volume, it turns to 8%. Most people don't order $5,000 right off the bat because we get them on auto ship. So they're doing monthly. You encourage, instead of people buying a year's supply of stuff, encourage them to do month to month.
Even on the food.
Because then they're using it, and it's easier for people to not just put it away, let it collect dust, and not talk about it to anyone. But if they're getting a monthly order, then they're like, oh, I'm going to try this. I'm going to share it. They're more conscious of us and of the business. So I encourage people to practice, at least monthly, making contact with everyone in their team and checking in on them and helping them make sure they're taking the supplements and eating the food and sharing it with others. So that's the quick start bonus. Now, again, to get the quick start bonus, they can't be a junior independent marketing director. They have to be a minimum of independent marketing director, and a B1, they have to be a $10 member or CEO, and each month order a minimum of 100 volume.
Okay.
Now, once you get to senior executive marketing director, you start to get stock options here. These stock options come quarterly. And then as the ranks go up, so you got the vice presidential, which has the 3 SCMD legs, presidential 5 SCMD legs. And then notice what happens here. And this is great because this can be,
This was a shot in
this
our arm.
this was a nice, nice chunk of money that comes your way. Goes up 4% here, and then this goes up 4% on this level here.
Nice.
And then the stock options go up, and this is a really nice stock option to get. Now, I mean, it is still considered a penny stock, but it is growing. It's hovering sometimes around
Between 20 and 40.
20 and 40 cents. But to get this every quarter is nice, and I know it's going to continue to go up as we grow. The global revenue share is a pooled share. It's half of 1% of the entire company's business volume shared proportionately among the senior vice chairman marketing directors. Now, you do have, once you get up into 3 million or 6 million group volume, then you can win a car.
You won't need the company to buy you a car.
But by this time, you won't need the company to buy you a car.
No.
Yourself.
Yeah. So, and then at convention, because I know you guys are going to reach the top very, very fast. At convention, you'll be given a blazer and a ring and so you've probably seen people wear these colored jackets, and that's just to show the rank that you have achieved, as well as pins and rings. Do you have any questions about this?
Can you explain how they fund the 30% quick start? Because that was confusing when we started.
Okay, so the quick start bonus is, just so you know what it is it's not 30%. It's broken down into 4% and 26%. You're getting 30%, but on your commission statement, which I love how Youngevity breaks down their commission statements, because you can see every single penny and where it comes from. It's broken down to so it's 26 and 4. And how they fund the 30% is when so let's say someone down here enrolls as on the 9th level, and they order something. That first 30 days, the person that enrolled them is going to get the 30%, right? The 26 and 4%.
Right.
Everyone above is going to get half of this. So when you look at your check, or when you look at your statement and you see 4%, you're like, 4%, I don't see a 4% here. That's because it was someone underneath you that enrolled them. They got the 30%, and then you get half just in the first 30 days. That's how they fund the 30%.
Right. So it's still, I guess the way to consider that is you have a bonus, but there's money still going into the unilevel. It's
Yes.
not all the
Just
money's
half.
not being paid out in bonuses, right?
Yeah, exactly.
We've been told that sponsor and enroller are two different things.
Yes. Yeah,
And-
enroller. So I enroll you. I take your credit card. I sign you up. Then I place you under my husband, who's under me. I'm your enroller. He's your sponsor.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay, we had it backwards on that.
Yeah, I know it's confusing. So think about it like sponsors the person who they didn't enroll them, but they're the person that supports them.
The immediate,
Right.
Right.
So the
They're
enroller
the-
takes the check. The
Yes.
enroller takes the credit card.
Yeah.
So it's placement based. So the sponsor gets them out of placement. The enroller is physically the one really doing the enrollment.
Yes. And you can, I mean, some people who don't structure their downline just have everyone on the front line. I really don't recommend this, by the way. But
No.
some people just go, oh, I'm just going to put everyone here, and maybe some people get to SCMD, and maybe I'll get to the top. Then in that case, everyone they personally enroll will also be sponsored by them. So the yellow people here, the RMDs, are both sponsored and enrolled by the SCMD. If the SCMD enrolled these guys, then these guys are enrolled by him, but sponsored by these guys.
Right.
Yes.
And you can place anywhere in depth. Is there okay,
No-
so there's
no
no
restrictions.
You would
restriction.
never want, I would never go below, we don't go below 2 levels because you're just
Right.
taking away commission from yourself.
There's
Right, yeah.
occasionally
I mean, if
there's
we're helping someone out.
There's occasionally times when, so I have reps, I'm sure you have this, where you'll have friends or family members in other states. I have taken someone that I personally enrolled and placed them deeper in my downline because it's like, oh man, these guys are practically neighbors. I want them to work together.
Right.
So
Yeah,
I
we've had
do, I'll sacrifice a little bit of my commission
for the bigger
because it's the
picture.
bigger picture. It's like, wow, these guys could really team up
what
and work
happened to
together.
us if-
Definitely on a day-to-day level, don't place people deeper than this. I mean, you're going to want to place people like this,
Right.
so that or teach your team to structure it this way so that everyone gets SCMDs across.
Right.
Because you've got both the car bonus, you've got the stock options, and you've got at these levels you have the extra 4% here and 4% here.
Right. Yeah, and we've
Yeah.
always referred to that as outlets or pods.
Okay,
Teach people how to build pods. Yeah.
got it. Pods, I love it.
They call it nodes.
Yeah, they call it. Well, we call them either nodes, or I call it sometimes like a family tree, like a generations, because
Yeah.
we try to stay away from the talking about it like a pyramid, or so I
Right.
say, because
We kind
everyone.
of invent our language.
We
to-
were like, everyone gets warm and fuzzy when you say like family tree or generations in a
Yeah.
family tree. So, but yeah, pods, that's a great way of putting it. Yep, absolutely. Fantastic. So let's see here. So we've spoken about, okay, now retail profits. So I don't, there's a flyer. So I don't personally recommend that you sell retail, because I have sold retail. So
Yeah,
retail,
$10 and they get to buy wholesale.
yeah, I would rather get them, hey, $10, you're going to get 30% off.
You're
Let's get you on
looking for
auto
auto
ship.
ship.
Your
Auto
auto ship
ship.
is so worth it.
Yeah.
If someone does purchase from you retail, because some people will insist, no, I don't want to sign up, I just want retail. They're going to pay 30% more, but their order, you get that commission, and their order goes towards your qualifying volume. So if you have someone who absolutely cannot qualify themselves, cannot place an order, then they could sell, one Healthy Start Pack at retail, and that would then actually give them the qualifying volume for their commissions.
Right.
So some people do that. They'll advertise, they'll have it up on the web, and some people go on the web and buy retail. But I don't recommend retail. So let's see, the CEO coding bonus. This is the absolute hardest thing to understand about our commission structure. It took me forever. Duffy got it way before I did. So I'll do my best to explain it. And it seems very simple now that I get it. Coding bonus. You have to be a CEO to get coding bonus. You have to be a regional marketing director or more. So you want to enroll a minimum of 3 people. So the first month that you're CEO, you want to go out and sign up 3 more people, particularly 3 more CEOs. Every time you sign up a CEO and you're a regional marketing director or more, you're coded at that level, meaning you've achieved that rank. From then on, the moment you've achieved that rank, you're paid this coding bonus every time that you sign up a CEO or someone in your downline signs up a CEO. So this could be 20 levels deep.
Okay.
Oh, very
As
cool.
you go up in rank, you get more and more. To the point where when you're the top rank, between the coding bonus, the quick start bonus, and the fast start bonus, you're making
320. I figured out. It's 327.
$327 every time you enroll
Plus-
a CEO.
Plus 1/3 of your free Healthy Start pack.
Oh yeah, we haven't talked about that
Okay.
in a sec. Yeah, we'll talk about that.
So is this anytime you personally sponsor somebody?
Enroll.
Enroll.
Anytime you enroll somebody, okay, yeah. That's
And someone in your team who you've enrolled enrolls someone that so it looks like,
Right. So someone in your family tree.
yeah, like
Basically.
here. So let's say here's you, and you enrolled this person, and this person as a CEO, you're a CEO, they're a CEO, and they sign up CEOs. You receive a coding bonus for these people. You also receive a coding bonus for the one you sign up, but you receive coding bonuses for when they sign up. Now, when these guys sign up people, and these guys sign up people, and these guys sign up people, and because you were the one who enrolled this person as a CEO, and there's this whole chain of people, then you receive a coding bonus. Now, there's a cap. It pays out a certain amount, right? So if there's
Right.
like 500 levels deep, and they're all different ranks,
I like to think of it like you're at the bottom. Say that guy right there.
Yeah.
That guy right there. He sells a CEO pack. Attached to that is a balloon with $190, and the balloon, as it goes up, it drops off that $15. And if you look at that other list, it just pays
$15,
out
$100,
as the balloons. This is
and the
my
rest of
visual of how I
Gotcha. So that's the
figured it out.
difference of right.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So each rank, as the balloon goes up, it pays out.
yeah,
until it's empty.
Until it's
Right.
empty.
right.
Yep.
And then
Cool, that makes sense.
that pattern never changes. So if somebody goes in between and ranks up, it skips that because it relies on the sale date of the CEO.
So if you sign up a bunch of people and you're only a regional, and then you get to senior, all those people that you signed up, you're still coded here. For those people,
Right.
new people that you enroll, you're coded here. That's
Right.
why you want to push everyone to at least get to SCMD as fast as possible, so they're coded. So the people they enroll from then on are coded here.
And that's $230 is a pretty good motivator,
Yeah.
That's
And
a
they're-
huge motivator.
And it's available to, you could probably do it. Somebody who's motivated and putting an hour a day into it is going to do it in 3 months to get
Yeah.
to that level.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's very cool.
Yeah, so that's the coding bonus. Now you can watch a video down here. Anything here has a bunch of videos to watch about it, but this is our best way of explaining it. So
I like that.
We've got, yeah, thank you. Fast start and quick start. Infinity leadership bonus, which we spoke about. It's the 2%. So the Infinity leadership bonus is the 2%. Where am I? There we go. So after the 7th level is the 2% Infinity leadership bonus, which is fantastic. There are people in this company who have spoken to who said the largest portion of their check comes from that. So it just gets to that point where 2%
That's
is like, people who've been around for 15 years. So in 10 to 15 years, you guys are going to be like, I love that 2%.
Right.
And
Well,
that coding bonus.
And we never, when we do our training, we've got 15 levels. If that person calls, they get the same treatment as someone on the first level.
I
because
definitely recommend that
that
you
is
coach
just-
your people to love everyone in their team, because it
they
doesn't
give you
matter.
money.
It doesn't matter if it's 2% or 8%.
That person could be the next Tom Chenault,
Yeah, that person could be the next,
which is a $3 million business volume a month and
At 2% is worth
of
it.
That I'd rather have that than
snuff someone out because
pissed
they're
off 'cause they never
8
got
levels
trained.
deep. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Right.
So, but I can tell you guys have the same mindset. So,
Yeah.
global revenue share, we spoke about that. That's the top rank. It's the half of 1%. It again is it's proportionate, so you want to make sure your business volume is really high to make it worth it, to make it juicy enough.
Right.
And I'm sure they're going to come up with more bonuses with when they introduce larger ranks, because they're always doing that as we keep growing.
Right.
Stock options, we spoke about that. And yeah, and then that's it. That's the 10 ways to get paid.
And if you could also tell us what has been your strategy, placement strategy, because like in our case, we've sponsored a lot of people in GoFoods, and sponsoring people, or I should say enrolling people, has been fairly easy for us to do. And our organization is extremely deep right now, just because that's what fit the GoFoods compensation plan. So we built originally toward the GoFoods compensation plan. Now we need to go wider to build it to the Youngevity plan. But if you're sponsoring, let's say somebody is a strong builder and they enroll a lot of people, what strategy would you recommend? Because of course you don't want to put all those people on your front line. You want to be sure you place family with family and friends with friends and geographic type of things. But have you guys seen any other strategies with the Youngevity compensation plan?
The what you want to do is have all 9 levels across be family, be close friends, close family, and then build underneath that. You don't have to worry about, and this is what I tell, so friends, so moving forward, this is how I tell all new distributors. I say, listen, when we're way back here at the beginning, they haven't even signed up anyone. I go, okay, great, because we know they're a business builder, because they want to be. I say, great. Do you have any kids? Yes, I do. Do you have a wife or husband? Yes, I do. Okay, good. Sign up your wife, sign up your kids, sign up your best friend. And I always tell them, this is the minimum structure, but you want to, it's like a car needs a spare tire. Consider that each SCMD should have more like 4 or 5 RMDs, and each RMD should have more like 5, 6, 7 people across. You just want to reinforce, because imagine if this one person didn't make a $50 order or like a $75 order, this whole house of cards comes scrambling down. So it's best to have 4 or 5 RMDs. But what I tell people is, listen, as we're building this, make sure that you sign up your friends and family, because if you sign up your wife, then it's like double dipping. She gets 8% and you get 8% when you place people here. So it just makes sense. You're doubling your commission by putting your family here. It will be worth it if they sign up their wife and their kid, and then they can all build the business, their best friend or their brother. They can all build the business together. So I recommend.
But if you're dealing with local people, you can sell it, the product. You can have the product, so when you sign up, say, here, we're just going to ship it to my address, but you can take this home now.
Right.
So qualifying
extra product is always a good thing.
Yeah, you're not gonna. I mean, if it fits within your budget, you can qualify your family or your kids, or you've got your own website. This is what the pro website looks like. It has some videos. You pretty much only need a giant buy it now button. You need a giant I want to join button, and then they select their country, and then from there it's pretty self-explanatory. And it's always your username or your account number .my90 for life,
or 90 for life / your account.
and there's 2 places to log in. So you have your member login and your business center login. I know it's a little confusing for some people. What I explain is Business Center is all your business stuff. Member login is where you go to edit your website. So all the things that are associated with your website.
Okay.
Go to your member login. It looks like this. And so you can kind of go, oh, wow, this is about my website. So then you log in and you can edit your website, and you can also shop there. But to see the ins and outs of your downline, placement, changing your auto ship, your commissions, all the details about your commissions, that all takes place here in the Business Center login. and that's a black background. So just know black background Business Center and white background is to edit your website.
Okay.
Cool.
Yep. Awesome. Let's see
That's
here.
great.
Do you guys have any questions?
No, we want to be able to do whatever we can to help you guys understand everything there is about GoFoods too. And we do a show called Cooking Up Cash, and we're hoping that next week the website goes live again. But Cooking Up Cash will be something that you could use for any of your team, kind of as a resource for recipes, product suggestions, how to be creative with the food, how to save money, all the government statistics related to food. And we just do a live cooking show every week that we use only GoFoods and things that you might have in your cupboards. And then we're going to be pulling the 90 for Life into it and talking about that too.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Well,
do
if you need
use-
any recipe ideas around Youngevity supplements, let me know.
Oh, that'd be great.
How do you broadcast? Or
Do you use Google Hangouts?
'Cause
Yeah,
we can help you
Google
with that if
Hangouts,
you-
and so it's done on cookingupcash.net is where it will be broadcast on, and then everything with cooking, and it won't come up yet because it's down right now,
Oh,
being updated,
okay.
but
Got it.
that will be where it will be broadcast, but everything from that site links in through all the social media. So we have a YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr, and Twitter, and
Awesome.
LinkedIn, all for Cooking Up Cash. So everything, if somebody snaps a picture of something that they make and they load it onto the Instagram, or they send it to Instagram, it's going to load onto the website too.
Nice. That is so cool.
Right. So it'll be a good resource for your people if they want to know more about GoFoods, but we want to be able to, I mean, you guys have been so generous with your time, and we want to be sure that we reciprocate that and offer any support we can on the food. And
Yeah, awesome.
we wanna
Well, we want to,
work
I mean,
together. We just
definitely
see
want to
this
work
as
together.
huge.
We see this as absolutely huge, you know, and we're like I said, we're building this for, you know, years to come. So I'm really, really happy to have met you guys and building this fantastic relationship, because we can all help our teams grow, you know. So
Oh,
We
likewise.
see it
This is
as
awesome.
it'll definitely be beneficial. There's
Yeah. And I'll share with you what my team does for the most part. So, you know, you've heard the strategy of lending CDs.
yes.
And what my team does and what we've found, I mean, you know, it depends. I mean, if you looked at the majority of the people like at the Super Saturday were 60, you know,
Yeah.
more older crowd.
Right.
Maybe
Little
not-
more chronic pain.
Yeah, maybe not tech savvy, right?
Yeah.
Most of my team is online and very tech savvy, or for the most part. So
Right.
what we found really works for us. And so the CDs are great for people who aren't, you know, necessarily online. But what we've found really works is using webinars so we lean on Dr. Glidden and his webinars. And I sent you like that little clip it about Few
Yeah.
Code Z. Yeah, that's Dr. Glidden, but he has these fantastic webinars that we use as educational sales tools. And he's coming out with DVDs. So he's taking the webinars, putting them on
great.
DVDs. So for people who aren't tech savvy but want to share the webinars, I mean, you listen to 45 minutes of Dr. Glidden and you don't care what he says to take, you take it, because
Your
it's so,
credit card's out.
I mean, your credit card's out and you're like, whatever supplement it is, give it to me, because he is so compelling, and he just passionate and explains. He has so much science and background. I mean,
His strength is drilling down technical stuff for
he
anyone
makes,
to understand.
yeah, everyone understands why they need the supplements by the time they're done listening to him. He was a naturopathic physician. He's been practicing for about almost 25 years now, but he only joined Youngevity 4.5 years ago. And he was already a very well-established physician,
Right.
working with really top, what he thought was top quality
He
supplements.
was a leader in the bioavailable.
Yeah, he's been a leader in the field of
Lyme disease.
bioavailable supplementation for hormones and Lyme disease, and he's really been around the block. And he was getting good results, but then he started using Youngevity supplements, and he said it was like night and day. He'd never seen results like that, and
Didn't know what planet he was on.
that's why he got so invested in Youngevity, because he had people like grow like bone on bone arthritis and in a few months growing cartilage back, and he had never seen that before. So that's why he is so passionate about Youngevity, on board. And so he creates all these fantastic resources. I'll show you what we do. So he has his radio show, which is also broadcast on Google Hangouts. It's syndicated on GCN network and some radio stations across the states.
And he's been on Alex Jones.
So this is the website. When you're logged in as a member, you gain access to his health webinars.
Okay.
And his health webinars, so each one is 45 minutes long to an hour long. And so what we do is, if you have a prospect who has lung problems like asthma, or a parent who has a kid with asthma, you send them the lung health webinar and you say, I'd love you to check this out. And then if you want to get on these supplements, I can help you. And that's it. And that's like, so you don't have to be the expert. You just have to tell them, okay, take exactly what Dr. Glidden says to take in this webinar, and, I will help you get these supplements in you. And then people fall in love with it, and then you show them how to get free products. And by the way, before I forget, do you know about the Healthy Body Challenge?
We saw the video for it.
Okay.
And
So-
we know a little bit about it as far as the take, refer, promote, but how they get the free product and that, we don't quite have that yet.
Great, I'll explain it. So, what I love about the Healthy Body Challenge is people who are really not interested in business. I'm sure you have a lot of customers who are like, I just want product. I'm not a salesperson. I'm not good at selling. Those people end up becoming fantastic reps, because I plant the seed with them and I say, like they get their diabetes reversed. I know people who are 10 years type 2 diabetic on insulin, 8 weeks on our program. They're no longer, their doctor takes them off of insulin. The doctor says they no longer have diabetes.
Wow.
Like, this is seriously powerful stuff. And Dr. Glidden has a webinar where he explains why, when you give the body the right supplements, the body actually self-corrects and the body heals itself when you give it what it needs.
Right.
But yes, we've had fantastic results where people have been taken off of the transplant list for hearts and for kidneys, and where people have been able to avoid surgery or get off dialysis. So we have fantastic success.
amazing.
But you got to take those people who have success and then turn them around into fantastic distributors by planting the seed early.
Because their family sees
Them get better. And then if you're planting the seed with them, they're more prompted to sign up their friends and family, and then it snowballs, right? And then they're getting free products, so they love it, and they're getting, a check, so they love it, and they're helping their friends and family, so they really love that. So I always let people know, hey, there's a way to get free products. And how it works is you have one of the Healthy Start Packs on auto. What happens is one of the Healthy Start Packs, it can be the original Healthy Start Pack. It just says original, or just says Healthy Start Pack. Any of the Healthy Start, as long as it says Healthy Start Pack, and they pretty much, they're here. They're covered here. So they're covered here, the different Healthy Start Packs, or the Healthy Start Pack 2.0. I personally recommend, don't let any of your downline buy the original Healthy Start Pack. Make sure they all get, unless they hate peach, the flavor of peach, get them all the 2.0, because it tastes so amazing.
Okay.
So that's the 2.0 Healthy Start Pack. All have to do is have a minimum of one Healthy Start Pack on auto ship. And then in that calendar month, so let's say they sign up around the beginning of the month, they have a Healthy Start Pack on auto ship. They bought a Healthy Start Pack that month. Then they sign up 3 friends. Now, it can be a preferred customer. It could be a $10 member. Like I said, I personally recommend that everyone only sign up $10 members or CEOs, not preferred customers. But they have to sign up 3 friends, and the 3 friends buy a Healthy Start Pack. Or if they enroll like a CEO Mega Pack 2.0, that comes with 2 Healthy Start Packs. So that is counted as one friend. So they take it, they enroll 3 people in their life that all buy a Healthy Start Pack. The next month, not only do they get their quick start bonus commission from the 3 Healthy Start Packs, they also receive $115 in product credit added to their account. Now, the $115 came from the original Healthy Start Pack was $115. The new one, the new and improved one is $118. So if they have the new and improved one, $118, the Healthy Start Pack 2.0, on auto ship, then it's minus $115 from that.
Okay.
So that helps people to get on auto ship, which qualifies them each month for free shipping. Helps them make sure they're taking their supplements, at least a minimum of a Healthy Start Pack.
Qualifies them for the check.
Qualifies them for their commission, and supports them in getting their friends in on board. What I like to say is, especially people who want to lose weight or get fit, people are more successful when they include their friends as a support network in their goal setting.
Right.
And so that's what I tell people who are just getting on board with us. I tell them, okay, great. Let's pick out your 3 best friends. Let's get them all buying a Healthy Start Pack with you, getting them healthy with you. And then teach them how to get it. Now, what's great about this is they can start off by saying, oh, I'm not a good salesperson, or I don't know how to do this business, or I'm scared. But if you break it down into like, hey, have you ever invited 3 friends out to dinner? Here's your 3 friends. And then you teach them to have 3 friends each, so they get their Healthy Start Pack for free. You get your Healthy Start Pack for free. Now you have the minimum structure for SCMD.
That's great.
So that's why the Healthy Body Challenge is so powerful, because you're not selling a business. These are the people who are scared of the word business.
Right.
You're just getting friends and family to join you. And then they turn around, all of a sudden they're getting a $700 check.
They've already started a business,
And they don't even realize they've started a business, and now 20, 30 of their friends are getting healthy with them, and now they really want to do the business. So that's why the Healthy Body Challenge is so powerful. So this is what Dr. Glidden's membership looks like. I was just explaining to you guys how we share the webinars, my downline, my team, and other teams do this, where they share the webinars. And every week Dr. Glidden has at least 2 health webinars a month, I should say, and then they has a Q&A session. So if you have a prospect that has really complicated health problems, you can invite them to ask Dr. Glidden, or you can ask Dr. Glidden, and he'll help dial in the protocol. You'll get to a point where you'll know all these protocols off by heart, but you don't. The difficulty with building this business is that people think they have to be the expert before they start sharing it. It's like, listen, you don't need to know how GoFoods makes GoFoods in order to sell GoFoods. So you don't need to know how and everything and all the particulars about supplements. That's what I love about the Healthy Start Packs, because it's like, okay, if you have a blood sugar issue, get the Healthy Blood Sugar Pack. Like, it's really, they've made it simple, cut and dry. But there are times when just adding one more supplement, like selenium complex for people that are doing weight loss, huge difference, or plant-derived minerals for weight loss, huge difference. It really makes a world of difference, because that when your body's being fed just something a little bit different, it can have profound results. And so that's what Dr. Glidden's here to help us with that. But like, he just had Balancing Your Hormones Naturally webinar yesterday. Phenomenal webinar teaching women how to balance their hormones. So we have several different supplements, herbal supplements, all around balancing hormones for different times in a woman's life. And if you don't know how to take it, I mean, you might not get the desired result. So it's good to lean on Dr. Glidden. So he has Q&A archives. Then he also has Introduction to Youngevity webinars as well. And that's fantastic to use as educational sales tools. And then he's got the live events here. But he's got, so it's $20 a month for all access to everything, or $195 for a whole year of access to everything live and archived. So I recommend business builders definitely use this as an educational sales tool. It just, I mean, Duffy says, well, $20, you're going to run out of CDs if you buy $20 worth of CDs, but you're not going to run out of webinars for $20. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And Dr. Glidden doesn't really technically have a downline.
Yeah, so Dr. Glidden gave,
income.
in order for him to, because he has a radio show, and for him to legally as a doctor tell people what they should take, he gave his downline to his family, so he's not involved in running a downline. But the people who, like me, were enrolled previously, we call ourselves Team Glidden, and that's also because we definitely use his webinars. But he wants everyone in Youngevity to be successful. In fact, Youngevity does pay him to travel twice a month and give health lectures. So you can call up Mike Randolph who's a VP of training,
Leadership.
and training in Youngevity. And you can book Dr. Glidden, and Youngevity will pay for the flight for Dr. Glidden to come give a health lecture to your team.
And give him a speaker's fee.
And give him a speaker fee. So you don't have to pay for any of that. You just have to basically put 200 people in a room, and he'll show up and he'll give a phenomenal health
They
lecture.
want you to be SCMD.
Yeah,
before you do
you qualify right now. I mean,
Right.
you should book him. You should book him as soon as possible for your team, because he will immediately, especially the people that are not business builders, will come out of the woodwork to watch him. So he has this 5 days a week. He has this show. It's 2 hours long. And I just want to show you, this is free. You don't have to have the membership of $20 a month on his website. This is totally free. So you go to fireyourmdnow.com, click on radio show. And what he does the Google Hangout, and then show notes are created. So it's like a blog. So you see how each one is like a blog entry. So I'll just click on this one to show you. People call in with amazing testimonials, just like the one I showed you, the May 22nd one of
Right.
a year and a half ago. So people call in with these testimonials that just bring tears to your eyes. And he doesn't prompt them to call; they just call in to share. And some people will call in with really, heartfelt problems, and then 3 months later call in and share the results. So it's very powerful as an educational sales tool, and also as a motivational tool a general educational tool for both prospects and for reps. So one show every day, 5 days a week, is broken down into timestamps with notes. So you can even go through and read what the today's show is about. But if you're looking for, let's say you have a prospect with hepatitis C, he'll say, so it'll be like, okay, the 45-minute mark, I know to go listen about hepatitis C and exactly what to take and what he recommends. I mean, he's been a physician for 25 years. And he is really close to Dr. Wallach. So Dr. Wallach has trained him in everything.
Yeah.
So Dr. Wallach being the creator of Youngevity. And so he knows exactly what to recommend. Now the blue text shows up for members. So this is the members get to just see exactly, like, they don't have to listen to the show. So they get a bit more convenience, but even non-members can just go, okay, I'm going to listen 39 minutes in to hear about this. If someone's looking for an issue, let's say kidneys, then, and they want to know all the shows, they can search it. So there's a search function.
Well, that's great.
And
Somebody's done-
everything's tagged. So do you see here, every single show where you ever talked about kidney health or kidney stones is going to show up. And so you can click next page. But from there, then you can read everything and then know exactly where to listen. Now here's one step further. When you click on the on there and you go to the show notes, remember how I said the timestamps? Not on the blog, but on the timestamps. When you click on the timestamp, it actually jumps to that time right there.
So
it's a timestamp for all, and you can subscribe to his shows, and then you'll be able to use the show notes in the YouTube to jump to each call. So people, let's see, the newsletter here. The newsletter, it's free. And a lot of times when he has radio shows or interviews, special interviews, or, good information to share with people. So I recommend all Youngevity reps be on his newsletter list, because they're just going to be given constant good information and updates.
And then the other one is for WordPress. That gives you, every time a show is posted, you'll get an email.
Okay,
If you do
so
the
if you have
second one.
if you have a WordPress website, you can use the link.
No,
then
you can put anyone's. That's my email address. You can put anyone's email address in here and hit subscribe, and they'll be emailed when a new blog post is posted.
Okay.
Yep.
Now you guys have done a lot of your business online. Is this a lot of the tools that you've used to
Yes.
share with you? Okay.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, we obviously we have business cards, and we'll just be out there in life. We'll always have CM cream and pollen burst or rebound on us, and have some literature. Just always have a kit on you. And
Right.
but what we like to do is like I said, we'll bump into people all day long. Like when we were in Salt Lake City and the taxi driver drove us to the airport, we just started talking, and he mentioned that his 10-year-old had really bad asthma, and I just turned to him and I said, this is amazing. I have this naturopathic physician who helps people reverse disease naturally without drugs or surgery. He has the most amazing 45-minute long webinar on how to support lung health so that people can get off their drugs, and even people with asthma will no longer have asthma. If give me your email address and your contact information, I'll email it to you. And so it was just, it just comes up in conversation with people all day long. You'll bump into people who are about to get a knee surgery, or, have thyroid problems, or, even athletes. We have a fantastic webinar on the supplements that athletes need. And so I just email them the webinar, and then follow up with them. So this is the educational sales tool that you send them, and then follow up with them, and then ask them to join and help them buy the supplements. So that's the biggest tool that myself and my team use.
Very
That's
simple.
great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because
That's great.
I tell people, don't be the expert, take them to the expert. So then it's really duplicatable. I have a
Right.
7-year-old. She's actually turning 8
on the 30th.
she's turning 8 this month, and she started doing the business a year ago, and she's an SCMD. Of course her mom helps her with taking credit cards and stuff like that, but she lends out CDs, she invites to webinars, she shares webinars. So
Really? We have a 14-year-old who's just desperate to get involved now.
that's so awesome, because the supplements are great. Sometimes kids can't relate to supplements, but they can relate to food and makeup, and Dr. Glidden. Kids love Dr. Glidden. He's really good with kids too. We have a amazing webinar on prenatal nutrition. It's somewhere around here. So there's prenatal nutrition, so all the moms you gotta watch it. And then we've got one on how to dose for kids. So all the parents should watch dosages for kids, because Dr. Glidden explains how kids can take the supplements, because newborn babies can take these supplements. It is dose based on body weight.
Right.
And then there's one on it's let's see here, February 14th. There we go. Healthy sex drive, but was more about this webinar is more about fertility. So before, and I know there's a lot of people these days with fertility issues, just because food is so impure, and people are so unhealthy because there's not enough nutrition in the food, and people are having all these gluten problems. So more and more people are having problems with fertility. So this is a webinar that I'd share on fertility. For someone who is having problems conceiving, you'd share this webinar. And you would share the prenatal nutrition webinar, because the woman should be preparing her body for having a healthy pregnancy. And then after they've gotten pregnant, then they want to watch dosages for kids. So sometimes I'll share more than one webinar if they go together.
Right.
So yeah, but if you guys need any help around this, let me know.
Oh, that's great. And do you guys do any live meetings, or do you have any gatherings or get-togethers that you do out there locally?
All the stuff we do is is over the phone, or over Skype, or over, webinars. We're really more, online.
That's
do,
great. Yeah, that's kind of how we like to be. Because we've been in network marketing for some time, and we've done many years where we've had a lot of open meetings at our house. And we came to realize that we were opening our house up to a lot of weirdos.
Yeah. I love everyone in my downline. I love them all. And we get to choose.
But you might not want it in your house.
Yeah. No, you're right. It's really this, interesting concept. What I've learned is events for your home should be a privilege for when they reach a certain rank. Should be a form of recognition. So SCMDs and above should be invited to your home.
Yes.
And then you create special events where, we went down to LA a few weeks ago to Dr. Corey Gold, who's way in our upline, and he's a top rank. And he invited the people who are vice presidential marketing directors and above to his house. And he did a full day-long training with us. So
that's great.
Consider the home should be a privilege to be invited to the home. and then teach people how to do home parties at their home. That's what
Right.
I've just see works best. We do have live events in Canada because we have such a large group in a concentrated area, which we attend as much as possible. But for the most part, everything we do is online, and it works because, I have a local group here, but you can't, it's so amazing. I cannot get them all to agree to the same time and meet at the same time.
The Seattle area is pretty spread out.
Yeah, but even so, I mean, everyone lives a half an hour away from each other. Everyone could
Right.
drive a half an hour to one place, but no one can commit to a day or time. But everyone can
Yeah.
get on a phone call, or everyone can get on a
Right.
webinar, or watch a webinar at a later time. So just this day and age, I'm finding more and more that meetings are great. I mean, I'm not dissing meetings, but
Uh,
people need to build this business while they're living their life, not put their life aside to build the business. So I like to incorporate the business into their life by being mobile,
right, right.
Yeah, we agree.
Well, we're going down to LA next weekend. Dr. Wallach's going to be there. He's doing a meeting the 26th, 27th, and 28th. And we've never been to a Dr. Wallach event. So we're planning on being at all three of them. And
Awesome.
we sent out, just because we know we can't reach them in email, but we sent out today about 3,700 postcards, invitations by mail to people in our database that are in Los Angeles. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Very cool. So, Dr. Wallach's awesome, and he appeals to a certain generation.
Yeah.
And Dr. Glidden, obviously Dr. Wallach, that you cannot say enough good things about him.
He's got
Right.
Dr. Glidden has a charisma that appeals to a larger audience, a larger demographic. So I recommend that, and by the way, you should go to Youngevity.com and click on team member resources and just, peruse through this entire thing here. And tell everyone in your downline to just pick apart team member resources and click on everything, because there's just so much information in this area. So you have to just click on everything. But I clicked on quick links, and then I click on meeting locator. And what you want to do, there's Dr. Glidden with short hair. He has long hair now. What you want to do is you want to look for whenever he is doing things, you want to invite your team. So if you have a team in New York or a team in New Hampshire, get them to go to these events. There's a charisma about Dr. Glidden that appeals to a wider audience. Dr. Wallach was in the military. He is more a conservative, almost like he leads his live events almost like a military leader. So it's like if someone clicks a pen, he'll stop and ask people to stop clicking their pens. So if there's a person who is maybe more liberal or maybe just doesn't understand his dynamic, they might be put off.
Right.
But if they can respect and understand that how amazing he is, he just asks that everyone be completely quiet and focused and don't eat, don't crinkle papers, don't click a pen, don't have a cell phone ringing, don't have a baby crying. I mean, it is like very strict
rigid.
and rigid. No one's allowed to go pee. You can't go. No, I'm serious. You can't go to the bathroom. It is like, seriously, stay in your seat. Don't breathe. Just watch. And and Dr. Glidden doesn't care what you do. You could go to the bathroom, click a pen. He doesn't care. He's very relaxed. So he has rapport with the crowd. So just know that to coach your team in advance, that just be respectful of the fact that Dr. Wallach is a scientist and a doctor who gives many lectures. But he doesn't have, he wasn't necessarily a speaker first. He's a scientist first and then a speaker.
And he's 20 years older than Glidden.
Yeah,
too,
so he definitely appeals to an older generation. But younger people, get them to see Dr. Glidden. Yeah.
Okay.
I hope I said that in a very politically
You did.
correct way.
We totally understand, so that it made perfect sense.
Great. So yeah, pay attention to this because you're going to see more and more Dr. Glidden events pop up here. And because they're updating this more often. So just to get here again, what I did was I went to team member resources And then from team member resources, I clicked on quick links, and from quick links, I clicked on meeting locator. So you definitely want to share the meeting locator often with your downline, and just tell them to keep watching for events coming to them or coming near to them.
Okay.
Yep.
Very good.
Oh, you guys, thank you for your time. This was so helpful.
I cannot express how excited I am that you guys are joining, and I just think it's going to be like this new lifeblood. Not that Youngevity needed it, but it's like this new, I just feel like the energy is going to be taken to a whole new level. So I'm really, really excited.
Oh, I think so too.
Good for us too.
And there's, just so you know, there's in the works right now, the flavor profile company that develops GoFoods products had earmarked about 300 new recipes for GoFoods. And so the plan will be to really expand the gluten-free food line.
Great.
And every couple of months to be introducing something new,
I'm
some
so
new
excited.
food items.
I'm
It
so
will be
excited
very
about
exciting.
that. Yeah.
And never say pasta without adding gluten-free before.
Yeah, always, if you say
Never,
pasta,
ever
always say
tell
gluten-free
Brad,
pasta.
No more saying pasta.
You have to
It
say
just makes
gluten-free
us
pasta.
cringe.
Well, so some people in Youngevity aren't gluten-free, but Dr. Glidden and Dr. Wallach and everyone that follows them is religious about being gluten-free. And
Right.
if you go seriously, like seriously gluten-free, and in fact, go to Dr. Glidden's website, and well, I'll just send this to you. So this is the 10 bad foods. He has a 14-minute video. I'll email this to you, and he explains why you want to go gluten-free, and at the end of it, like, no one ever wants to eat gluten again, because he explains it so well. But and then here's the good food, bad food list, which you can download, and it's just the 10 bad foods everyone should avoid because those foods cause damage and inflammation to the body. So it's like a no-brainer. Avoid those foods. You're helping your
And
body.
they inhibit the absorption of the supplements.
Yeah, exactly. So you want to increase your absorption. So I'll make sure I email that to you, and then let's see here. So if you do that, you will notice, everyone notices within a few months that their digestion increases, that their just good things start to happen. So a lot of people say, well, I'm not allergic to gluten, but you give it 6 months of being gluten-free, you'll never want to eat gluten again because you actually really feel better because you're decreasing inflammation in your whole body. So awesome. And just so you know, Dr. Wallach and Dr. Glidden both consider oats to be on the bad food list, even if they're called gluten-free. Oats contain a protein so similar to gluten that it's on the bad list. So so just, I guess, give Brad the feedback to make sure that the manufacturer who's introducing all these gluten-free foods to not use oats.
Yes.
Okay.
Wheat, barley, rye, and oats.
Oh, wheat, barley, rye, and oats are the 10 or part of the 10 bad foods, but I'll email that to you.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
that's great. Thank you for doing that.
Absolutely. Yeah. Awesome, guys. We'll just,
Hey.
stay in touch. Let us know if you have any questions. We're totally here to help, and I'll get this video up as soon as possible and send it to you.
Okay. Thank you. We can't tell you how much we appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, you guys.
You're welcome. I look forward to seeing you on your feet, pain-free, totally recovered from your accident.
Oh, thank you. Me too.
Yeah, we're going to make a little video of it, so that'll be good.
Awesome. Well, take care. Have a great weekend, guys.
You too.
Thanks,
Thank
you too,
you.
guys.
Thanks. Bye.
Okay.